Yeah.
I'm like, am I doing it?
Hey, this
I'm
always happens
trying.
with all my guests. Like the third time always works.
It's
So
the turn break. I was like, oh my God, my tea taking too long. Let me just grab it.
hey, yes, I got my tea as well.
I was like, yes, I'm gonna need some tea today, y'all. I'm a little stuffy. I've never been up here, honestly. I was like, I don't know how to do this, y'all. I felt real old.
It's all right. No worries. I see you got a cool cup there. I like that.
Right, I have a collection. I got a weird
Ooh.
thing where I like to put a little liquor in my cup, but this is tea today.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
love putting it in little coffee mugs.
Mm-hmm. I call that the Mr. Knockowitz. I had a teacher who used to do that. He would
Oh God,
take liquor and put it in his coffee every morning just to deal with this. So
that's funny. Oh, where's my AirPods? I just had this. I like to sit on the floor, so ignore me.
oh no, you're good. Whatever makes you comfortable. Yes. So thank you for joining us.
Oh my God, thank you for having me up here.
You're so welcome. Yes. I've been wanting to talk to you about mental health for a while, so you already know.
I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Let's do it. Okay, so tell us about you, Miss Lena.
Oh my God. So my name is Lina. No. Um, I was a social worker first. I feel like I'm on an interview, but I started off there. I think just in general, I've just been a person of the people. Really, I should turn this off because I'm gonna keep getting notifications. There you go. I'm just a little kind-hearted, gentle soul. A
Yeah.
little weird, a little awkward. Just me. I don't know.
Yes. Lena's awesome, you guys. She's
It's awesome,
been
amazing.
very just not trying to toot her own horn or whatever, but I'm there for her. She's cool as shit.
I
And
mean, if you want it. But
yeah,
no, yeah, I'm just more like laid back, nice kind of individual. Like you get what you get with me.
yes.
Honestly, that's all I can say. And then I love you because yeah, sometimes it's just people you just meet and you vibe with, and that was that.
Definitely. Yes, and I know like we already here because you got on red glasses. I got on red
I'm
glasses.
saying it's
Yes,
ordained, it's manifested. We were supposed to be here.
that's
We were
right.
supposed to
Yes,
be. I
yes.
call them my Sally Jessies. My Sally Jesse Raphaels
Hey,
all
I
the
like that.
time.
I
People don't
like
even
that.
know. If you don't know who that is, don't talk to me. I feel old. Like
Oh, I was who? What you call them again? Say it again.
these are the Sally Jesse Raphaels
Yes,
from
yes.
the
Yes.
throwback show.
Come on,
It's
look it
love.
up. Look it up, y'all.
Look it up. I'm showing my age, but look it up.
Okay, we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna talk about change tonight, which is not really something that a lot of people like to talk about, especially women. Let's just be honest. Women don't like talking about change at all. I resist change by any means necessary. Like I've that's how I've always been, but I'm starting to learn that just gotta keep moving.
Right, a nice love flow. I
Yeah,
think yeah, when you stop, well, you're gonna get in deep, but I think yeah, once you stop resisting it, it's like it's a beautiful thing, honestly.
for sure. For sure. So with that being said, like what is change to you and why do you think it's important? Oh wait, hold on. What you creating with tonight? You making anything?
I didn't today. I should, right?
Yeah,
Dang.
man. Grab a pencil, a pen, anything.
I'm gonna give y'all a little hold on, wait. Look at my ceiling for a second.
All right, all right, all right. A brief intervention, y'all. A brief intervention. Gotta get the surprise, you know what I'm saying? I got some oil pastels today. Oh, hey Biggs. I need to ask you a question, by the way. So I'm gonna DM you. I need to ask you a question, Biggs. Hey.
Oh, I should use my stand. I'm coming.
All right. So my oil pastels, right? They're kind of like crayons for grown-ups. So if you're not hip, grab some. And then grab. They are on the expensive side. I actually got these from a really cool store that I'll be reviewing later. So I'll let y'all know about that.
I can pop this up. All right, I'm back.
All right, all right. That
I'll do some doodling. She ain't a drawer by any
all
means.
right. It's all right. Creative, creative.
And I
Nonetheless.
got my little stand. All right, here we go. We're better.
Bet. All right. So, what do you think change is, and why is it so important?
Change is very important, but for me, change is just evolution, is
Mhm.
growth, and just necessary.
Yeah,
I think most importantly necessary. I think
definitely.
as people, we, like you said before, we're definitely always resistant to it, but you got, God, don't you? You have to change. You have to let it grow.
Yeah.
It's like you become a different person. You kind of just gotta modify. If you don't
Mhm.
change, it's more like that. What's the For me? It's like, what's the opposite of change? It's like
Mhm.
being stuck, being stagnant,
Yeah.
and that's, I think, far more worse than maybe like a typical, oh, your standard discomfort, for like
Mhm.
temporary, like when change first happens, it definitely is probably uncomfortable, but I think it's definitely necessary.
Yeah. I like, yeah, I like that you brought up the opposite of it because it's definitely just being stuck and stagnant. Like, and most of the time when you're resisting change, like you'll, well, at least I used to, I would blame everything around me for just being like, oh, this isn't working out. Like, that's just stuck. That's in my way. But until I changed what was going on in my mind, like, I couldn't really
You
get anything
can't.
else. So,
It's
yeah.
But yeah, especially people don't. If it's you, it's hard for people to identify. Like, it's like, oh, why don't you just?
Right. Well,
Why don't you
don't
just?
you think I tried that?
Well, you
You know,
think if you, yeah, no, right. I didn't try that first. Like, exactly.
right.
Like, and it's so funny because people always can put it on you, but they never take it into themselves. Well, imagine if somebody instantly tell you to, oh, go ahead and you gotta hair's important. I don't care. So somebody, you just
Mhm.
gotta shave your hair off, and you need this for this position or whatever like that. That's a change you
Yeah.
gotta be prepared for,
Um,
and
yeah.
everybody's not just instant. Some people are like, yeah, well, come on, let's do it. Everybody's not built like that. So I think people just need to grant each other a little grace when it comes to it. I'm just that person
Mhm.
that always puts myself in the spot first
Right.
to kind of be like, well, no, yeah, change is very much so difficult. But like I said, I can't
Mhm.
stress how much necessary it really is. Like, for real,
Yeah. Definitely.
truly
Yeah.
is.
Some of the best times in my life have come from change. Like, can you recall like when the best change of your life occurred? Like, did you make that happen, or was it something that was just placed in your
I
life?
think I did for sure. I think the most obvious thing would be like, oh, my weight loss. Like that, I made that happen. I had to do that. And many times that I tried to do it. Who, we're not even gonna go into how many times we tried it failed. This has been a
Yeah.
yearly mission or whatever. But well, yeah, I can even just and tell to my friend, just always like, come on, well, this is what you want to do. I would tell somebody and we would go and work out. And
Mhm.
then I would be like, make a million excuses. I said I wanted to do it, but when it came to the action, I'd be like, oh no, 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 no. Like
Yeah.
this headache, these cramps, my neck, my back.
Right.
Like, I'm just out here, my neck and my back.
Yeah.
I'm just out here making a million excuses, and then eventually I just had to realize, okay, it just
Yeah.
clicked for myself that,
Right.
okay, this is a change I needed to make or I wanted to make, and I just kind of did it. Therefore, so
Mhm.
that's the, like I said, that would be the most obvious one I would choose. But what probably happened in between all of that was probably the best change. Like, it's you, those cheesy people, when you lose weight and you do all that, you get all annoyed, like, oh yeah, I'm a better person. And it's really true though. I can't even lie. I'm
Yeah.
like, God, I'm that
No.
person. But
Yes.
what it did to like your mental, my
Hmm.
mental was probably the best change. It just made it stronger. Like, I feel
Right.
like I can just kind of, if I can do that, for real, it felt like you could do anything to muster up the strength to go when you don't feel like going, to keep
Right.
going when you feel like you're about to pass out. All those
Definitely.
things, it creates this mental type of strength that you don't even know. So I took that from the gym, and I kind of use it in my real life. Like, okay, take
Hmm.
it step by step, breath by breath, but it's possible. So yeah, for me, that was probably the best thing I could ever did was lose weight because kind of just created a stronger person, you know.
And so it's interesting that you said like you've tried before, like, and I've definitely been on that road since I was younger as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been a struggle for me. Like I was successful when I first went to ODU in 2010, and then I kept it off. I lost like 100 pounds, kept it off till like 2019. I went to the hospital for some different stuff, and yeah, it's come back since then with a vengeance. So it's just like,
Oh right.
like, so how did you build up yourself to be like, okay, even though I've tried this before, like I can really change, like, because the mental blocks be coming, like,
Mm-hmm.
like forget it, like you're not gonna do it again. How you get over that?
I tell people honestly, what really did it for me, and this is for me because
Hmm.
it's me.
Yeah.
I
Talk
had
to me.
to, I had to be angry.
Hmm.
I was hella angry, like, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know where to place that. So that ties back into change because whenever I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I kind
Hmm.
of look for things I can control. Like that's always in my habit. I didn't even know I was doing it. So like, oh, I'm angry. I clean my room. I don't know, something weird like that, or I would change
Hmm.
my hair. Hence why I always change my hair. You know what they say when you change your hair.
Yes.
Oh,
Brand
you're
new
coming back,
person.
right? The breakthrough is here. So I
Yes.
think, yeah, I was frustrated, and I was like, oh, can't put hands. So let me put,
Yeah.
let me let me go in here and like
Yeah.
and from there it just it kind of sparked me. But yeah, I don't know, call it terrible, but something about that it just kind of fueled me. Anytime I get a little upset, I'm just like, okay, let me channel it into something better. So I started channeling it into the gym. I think that's really, it was a mind over matter thing for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had to, yeah, it just clicked. It's just kind of a thing. You get tired of just kind of saying it. So,
Right.
and then
Like,
every day it was
yep.
ugly. Let me tell you how ugly it was in there. Like I was telling somebody too. I used to pick the time I would go. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna be in here because I'm like, I'm like a person who doesn't like to fail or it look like she failing or
Right.
any of those things. So I was like, I don't want nobody to see me in here breathing all hard, sweating and all these things. But it was all in my mind. It was always in the mental. I'm like, that's not what none of us is really in here for at the end of the day. So yeah, I
Yeah.
just kind of focused out. So that
Okay.
change, yeah, mental was definitely it's really the most important part. And once you like it click in your head, like then you just start no matter what. Just
Right.
keep going. And now I like every day is not, but for me now, I definitely say yeah, it's almost like a necessity. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm frustrated. Let me get in here. Sometimes I'm happy. Not saying all the time, but it definitely helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I agree with that. So, was there ever a time where you were resistant to change? Like, you just can you recall a time when it
Hmm.
wasn't happening?
I'm always look. I still am. What are we talking about? Every day. Every day. A specific time.
Yeah.
Hmm. God, I want to make this like a fitness thing, but again, that was the intro, being resistant to that. But God, what was I? I currently am, but I think I'm in a better place.
Good.
Resistant to change in a way. I want to give you something specific, but I was really thinking about this, and I was like, God, what's a specific time? But I still say I still am, like in different opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Going specifically to school for like social work or something like that, and then realizing maybe that wasn't the path I
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to take, or the thing I wanted to do, the umbrella thing I wanted to do was people
Right.
and help people and care, but then got this degree and realized kind of it's not always going to go the way you expected. It was a little bit more analytical, a little bit more paperwork, and
Yeah.
I'm just kind of here for the people. So that kind of
Yeah.
knowing like that maybe wasn't the direction all those years I put in wasn't like my passion like that no more in that specific way.
Right.
Letting that go was and letting that change was probably hard. And I think I'm still resistant to that
Okay.
formula. Not saying just the act, but that formula.
Yeah.
I'm like, I spent 4 years and that cost some money. Like
Right.
and everything you put forth and then letting all of that go to be like, oh, that wasn't it. You
Right.
can take that to relationships too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Now, if you want to time out there,
Whatever you want to say. Yeah.
but that too, like that's the same thing. Like I say, working out, all that made me do a whole just reset, spiritual cleanse, and all those things like that, and kind of open your mind to yourself. So I had to relearn myself, unlearn these different behaviors, and
Right.
all that. So I think with relationships, yeah, definitely resistant, definitely trying to always hold on, definitely trying to modify the person. We can go there to fit into your new space, but you just kind of gotta let it go. And most things beautifully happen when you let go. God, just let go. If that's the key, we go take from all of that is
Yeah.
whenever you're resistant to change, it's gonna happen
Right. Regardless if you're
regardless.
gonna move with it or not, it's gonna change.
Whatever you think you do it to keep it the same, no, it's gonna go. It's always a catalyst effect. Maybe not gonna happen the same way
Mm-hmm.
you thought, but change is gonna happen inevitably. So, and I
Right.
think being resistant to it is kind of like also being stuck in your comfort zone, and being in your comfort zone is a dangerous place. Feels great, but it's like scary.
It
So
is. It is.
I've not realized that too, and coming out of my own comfort zone, because like I said, I've been for the last, I can say, what is it, like 3 years, 4, God,
Mhm.
a long time. I purposely put myself in like this little bubble, my own little world, my own little bubble, and now realizing like, okay, about time for you to come out now. It's getting weird, and like being so that was me being resistant to that. I still kind of am,
Mhm.
but so yeah, if you see me outside, it's not common, but yeah, just letting people in more, doing
Mhm.
things I said I was gonna do but never did, or I wanted to do but think I can't do. Just all of
Right.
those thoughts just coming out of that space. It sounds easy, it sounds pretty, but it's definitely not. But it definitely feels better than the alternative again. Like I said, not being stuck.
Mhm.
And
Right.
what is that? Nothing is in there. So I don't want to go back there either. So
Exactly. Exactly. That's one thing we were talking about last week on the show is fear. And I think that's a big thing when it comes to change for me. It's just that I like you said as well, I think you said you like to be in control a lot. And that's the issue for me. Like, I don't know what's going to happen if I let go. Like, so
right.
I need to hold this as tight as I can to me. It
Mm-hmm.
won't be messed up or nothing will happen. And shit still goes wrong. So,
Right.
right, you might as well just let all that go.
Let it go. Right. The fear, what is it? Like you said, the fear of the unknown. But sometimes I can honestly say that I was on the other side of that
Hmm.
fear and all that extra stuff is just like the light, or it's great, it's the good stuff, but you have to take those steps and those hurdles. And like I said, don't have it figured out, doing it daily. I'm probably
Hmm.
going to resist something I'm posting you tomorrow, but
Right.
I think,
Yeah.
like you said, just having these conversations and being aware of it is
Yeah.
all you can do.
Right. Definitely helps. Because another thing you brought up too is something that I've been battling with. Like, I, my degree that I got is similar to yours. It's human services. So when I got into that deeper, I was like you said, I'm just like, okay, where are the people? How can
Right.
I help the
Gotta
people?
touch the
You're
people.
not really right. You're not really giving grant money to the people. Like, that's what I went to school for, but that's not what I'm doing. So it's frustrating. Like, I just really want to focus on my art and journalism and things like that. And I'm still just holding on to, like, dang, I was supposed to be a pediatrician. I was supposed to be a therapist. Like,
Exactly.
stuff. So just I hear what you're saying as well. I feel like once we just allow more and more daily, like you're saying, like to let those things go, like your dreams will fall into place because you have room for it now. Like you're
Exactly.
holding on to that other stuff, so you can't really receive those other things either.
Anything that's right there. You don't even have room for it. You ain't
Yeah.
even you hold on to this, hold on to that. You
Right.
don't even can't
Yeah.
even see like you're the good stuff is over here. You like but you can't take it all with you. Put the
Yeah.
bags down and just
Yeah.
keep going. That's me. Oh my god, that's just me. Like I said, I've been doing a whole journey of myself for a little minute, and I realized like I have a hard change in the way of just getting rid of. I love my clothes. It's those are my babies.
Yeah.
I got so much, yeah. So I purposely have been trying to be like have a more minimalist kind of lifestyle. I
Mm.
try so hard. I be watching what's her name, Marie.
Yeah. I know you talking
Marie.
about Netflix.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm watching
Yeah.
her. I YouTube her all the time when she
Mhm.
fold. I love her folding methods, little OD, but I will
Right.
take it with me. But just letting things go and then saying thank you, you served your purpose, like literally to the close. I was like, okay, that's a
Yeah.
little different. But I was like, oh, you get it. And I realized I've been doing it. Why? Because I was like, I pull stuff out of my closet and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to cry. What is wrong with me? Like legit
Right.
was
Wow.
about to shed a tear. And I was like, what's going on? And I was
Mm.
like, because you have that memory attached to it. So
Mhm.
everything I had, I was like, I was afraid to let go. I'm like, no, you still have your memories. You still have all of everything the times, but this
Right.
particular entity item isn't going to,
Mhm.
it's going to change your experience you already had. So say thank you and then, let it go. So
Mm.
I've been trying to do that. I'm looking at my clothes right now like, dang. But
I need to do that because I've seen that so many times. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really gonna try that. And then just let something, but I really need to because I feel like it's for me too. Like I always want to hold on to the last of something out
so,
of lack because I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna get that back, or I don't know when I'm
right,
gonna be able to do it again, or whatever. What if I don't get no more? Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying?
And if
So,
you, mm-hmm.
yes,
If you train your mind with that thought, you're not gonna get no more. I had to
no,
realize that. I was like, hey, well, I ain't gonna never do that. Well, you already putting it into the. I said,
yeah,
okay, so it's a constant thing. I'm like, God, I'm correcting myself all day. I drive
yeah,
myself crazy, honestly. I'm like, but no, you can't have those thoughts.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, let me just I'm gonna let you go.
But, yeah,
Go
thank
ahead,
you. You're right.
go
Say
ahead,
thank
bless somebody else. So I
you.
definitely will donate before I throw something away unless it's just terrible. But yeah, just letting.
Mhm.
I realized doing that, letting go, it's hard to do, and change is hard. And I got my favorite this, and I got my thing like that.
Yeah.
But those are good to have. But if you just stay like, oh, I just realized I've been a creature of habit. Like I go to the gym and park in the same parking space. Get
Mhm.
mad if you in my little corner spot that I know the sun gonna hit, right? So yeah, I'm like, even those little things kind of used to throw me off. I'm like, okay, so consciously,
Mhm.
making little changes here and there, a big thing. People think you always kind of do a big leap. If you can, it's great. But
Yeah. Yeah.
baby steps are cool too.
Right. And I think it honestly sticks more if you take like the little baby steps, like you're talking about. Like my issue for a long time as well used to be like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get up and do this, 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 and this, and this, and then
Mm-hmm.
do like two of those things and be mad as shit at myself because I
Right,
didn't do all the other stuff. But now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just change like a little something and keep
right.
doing that for a month, and then if I, just add something else, like so. Yeah.
Consistency is key. That's all.
Definitely, definitely. It's a constant battle. So like it's not easy. So like have you ever experienced so we already know that change is not hard at all. Have you ever experienced like someone in your life trying their hardest to help you remember how things used to be? Like
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all the time.
mm-hmm.
People, yeah, just as much as it's hard for yourself to change, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes even harder for the people around you to accept the change
Yeah.
or is kind of accept who you are. I can put that into the spirit, I become more spiritual context. And then kind of not always kind of feeling misunderstood. You're like, oh, live a slider, whatever. And
Yeah.
those professions and people kind of feeling like, oh, what's this? Well, what you don't believe in the Lord no more? I'm like, no, that ain't
Right.
what I said.
You
Not
wish
what
now? Didn't say any of that.
Didn't say any of those things. Oh, so like changing or the fact that you grow. Oh, you
Yeah.
just, I think in your family dynamics is natural. I read something,
Mhm.
or it was a video or something. It was like, black kids aren't allowed to grow to grow
Right.
up. We
Right.
don't. You're not allowed to be adults. So I think in that sense, you kind of, when you start to curate your own thoughts and
Mhm.
beliefs,
Yeah.
just more so, yeah, just your family is not going, or your friends too, making sure.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, are you just, oh God, like I can't help. Oh my God, this is gonna be fitness. When you were working out,
Right.
or you used to or I used to eat a certain way
Mhm.
and I don't eat like that anymore, and then having like, oh, what you think of this, or people always put their things on you. I'm like,
Right.
baby, oh, I don't think I'm better. I don't, because I
Yeah.
want to eat a salad. How is this bothering you that I'm
Right.
drinking water instead of
That's
this
how I feel
Sprite right
better.
now? But I've had those random encounters, like, so yeah, just random little things. People, it makes them uncomfortable.
Right.
I think we all, I think people just internalize a lot of things.
Mm.
And I don't know. I think it's more about self. So, or not even internalize, but I feel like they project a lot of stuff on you. And I'm like,
Mhm.
because I'm better in myself, that means, oh, you think something's wrong with you, or, oh,
Right.
well, I'm not good enough now. I'm like, no, they, I'm just over here doing me, worrying about me.
Yeah.
I'm
You try to
changing for
become
myself.
better than me. Yeah.
Right. I'm over here changing for me. So, definitely, people will try to pull you back.
Mhm.
And if they, I would just say, if they are meant for you, and if your friend, your family, or whatever,
Mhm.
they will kind of align and it will fall in, and the things that don't and fall by the wayside,
Yeah.
or people, that are relationships that do, because you've changed. Now, if you change for the good, of course. Now, if you decided you just want to be a rebel out here, then that's a totally different thing. But yeah, if you're doing good and you're changing yourself for the positive, and someone
Yeah.
can't align with that,
Mhm.
let them go. Easier said than done, but I think
Yeah.
realistically, it feels better in the end for yourself.
Definitely. And
Or
I
me,
totally agree with you. Like I've had so many people in my life that have just left or whatever because I've done things differently. And then
right?
like recently, like they've all tried to come back into my life in some way. Like just and it just sometimes it's just really weird to be like, okay, but I'm still doing me. Like you just
Right.
but then I guess, like the right like you said, relationships change and form as well. So I have to be open to that
So yeah,
too.
it's every. I think everybody is ever flowing and growing. So if the
Mhm.
person or whoever, they would have to, in a sense, start to grow too,
Yeah.
in a way.
Hmm.
I always just, yeah, I'm just always an advocate for growth in
Yeah.
general. So I think if you're not, growth and change for me are like kind of almost the same word simultaneously.
Hmm.
So if you're not evolving, if you're not growing, then I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't want you really in my space. Be
Right.
honest, because I don't know. I just like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything, but I think anybody you gotta strive for something. Like you gotta,
Definitely.
I don't know. You just gotta shed the skin or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be wanting to change your not even change for me, or just you just gotta be wanting more, or
More
trying to reach your highest potential to me now. Like to
effort, right? I think effort is always there. Like I said, I had my moments where I've been on pause, and I feel like I woke up and I was like, "Hey, what was I doing? Where have I been?" But like, okay, now I'm in a place where I want more. I'm growing. Like I said, even just being here and doing this is like, oh, okay, yeah. So it's just, I think you just gotta, yeah. It's the people around you are important, and then you start to realize how important that is when you're changing, you're growing. Like, I can't have these people on my that
right.
don't see the vision. You can't have people on your team that don't see that, business wise, family wise, friends wise, anything.
Yeah. It's just not gonna work.
It's just
Like
not going to work. If you work for a company and they telling you like, okay, we about to switch it up, we about to do this, and you're not adaptable to it, you're not gonna work there anymore. If they gonna tell you got to do this and the thing, like, you know what? Well, this ain't the position for you, babe. And then that's okay. And so sometimes it's okay. I had to realize that too. Like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm growing. Oh, we can talk about change, and then trying to make. I did do that, trying to make the people change with me. Come
see,
on.
that's the next question I was about to ask you. Come on, man. I was about to ask you, have you ever tried to change something out of your control?
I do.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that all
That's
the
right.
time.
Everybody can't make it with you. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Everybody cannot come. My God, as much as you want, as much as you try, I try so hard. Like I
Yeah.
said, just even being that spiritual, tapping into that part of me.
Hmm.
I'm like, come on, all you have to do is
Right.
find peace and calm, and you look. All you have to do is relax and manifest it. Say your affirmations.
Come
I'm
on,
saying
we
all
can
of this, and
meditate.
people look. I'm like, love it. People look at me like, but you don't know the work that it took even to be in this space to even be this person.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to, I'm like, if I got the cheat sheet, if I got the cheat code, I want to better you. Anything I come from is from a place of betterment.
Right.
I'm not trying to hurt you. So I'm like, I got the answers to the test. They're
Yeah.
right here. And you don't even want to look at the test. You want to look at the paper. We ain't even taking the same class. We in a
Yeah.
different building. So yeah, realizing that I couldn't, you can't, oh God, you can't.
Yeah.
Can't. As much as you want to,
You
as much
can.
as you mean well, everybody has to find that time, that journey, that person, whatever
Mhm.
it is, on their own time,
That's right. Yeah.
pretty much.
I had to let that go as well. And it's something I still battle with often, like, my job and different friends, like, just be like, why? Like, why don't you want to let me love you? Or,
Hey,
like, and then I
let
had
me.
to understand that I do that in my own life as well. So if it's like another resistance that I'm feeling from somebody else, like,
Right,
what do I really want out of this? You know what I'm saying? And then how am I
exactly.
doing that in my own life? So when I started checking that, I was just like, okay, well, I don't got to deal with this shit no more.
Right.
Or I don't have to, like, it's just like a weight has been lifted because it's like, don't burden yourself with that anymore. Like, you just be free. Feels better.
That's what it is. And I think like I said, the whole process made me learn within myself. Sometimes you're changing, you want someone else to come with you, and it's because it's your comfort, it's what you're used to, and it's like I said, it's your safe place, but you cannot grow, you can't change in those spaces.
Yeah.
So yeah, but have I tried? I definitely even like I said, working out, friendships, all of those things. Eat well, do this. I'm telling you, you do this, you gotta do it for this long. And they like, I'm like, well, I done did it, babe. So I'm trying to tell you, and you fighting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I low key did it already. So I've definitely been in that process. But yeah, definitely
Mhm.
with the whole spiritual awakening, trying to tell people like that part, or just being a better person, and you're trying to bring people do this, do that, and do that. And I'm telling you, things will change and it will become better.
Yeah.
You don't follow it, I can't. But that's just the process in itself too, is to know like you can't. People just reach their point when they reach their point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look, I try. I probably still try. This is my nature. Let me help you,
Me
please.
too. Help. I want to help.
Right. It's better like this.
Right. I realized that about myself the other day. Like, I have been trying to help, like, a lot of different people find, like, different opportunities to do stuff or whatever. And I was like, okay, you
Yeah.
didn't ask me for this. Like, I need to be
Mhm.
focusing on me, like, and try to figure out how I can do these different things. So I'm gonna just do me. And if you need help, maybe you can ask me.
All right. You can be there with people when they ask for it, but you
Yeah.
can't push. You definitely can't push. People are gonna arrive when they arrive, or maybe sometimes they're never gonna show up. So you can't
Yeah.
expect that too.
For sure. For sure. So, in your opinion, do you think it's harder to deal with unexpected change or experiences that you prepare for?
For me, definitely unexpected change. I'm
Mhm.
a prepare by nature. So like, okay, you tell me I gotta, okay, so I'm ready for it. Yes. I
Yeah.
realize that by myself now. I'm like, oh, ever flow, let it flow. But I'm like, wait, all right, no, I'm ready. But yeah, I think unexpected change is definitely more difficult. It's the unexpected, it's the unknown. You can't. How do you prepare for something you don't know?
Right.
Like you can have a general idea, but you don't. That's why most people are afraid of change, because it's the unknown. It's
Mhm.
unexpected. Uh-uh. I don't look. I'm thinking about it now. I don't like, but it does in those spaces. I will say good things, great things happen,
Yeah, that's so
unexpected.
true.
But for me, and just life experience makes you like that too, where you're always like trying to prepare and you're
Hmm.
trying to prevent the sometimes unpreventable, or you're always trying to beat something to the punch. You're trying to be there already, but sometimes you just can't control it, and you
Hmm.
just kind of gotta let it flow. So unexpected, I would say, yeah, unexpected change, terrifying for sure. I don't like, but it is some positive things that come out of it.
Yeah, I definitely always try to prepare for stuff. And I think at one point in my life, I was just like I was just over preparing for things, like things that even didn't even matter, like, or weren't even gonna happen. And I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, just
Right,
chill out. If those things are to happen, we'll deal with them when they come. Like, I know that I can deal with it because I've learned this, this, and this.
right,
And it's just seeing like I'll use this as an example. Another thing with like my career or whatever, like with the change and all that stuff, like I just always thought I was so behind, like just falling behind
right. Yeah,
as I've been going through life and me even like moving back towards where I'm from, like it's just showed me like, okay, I've been preparing for the next step of my life each time. So I need to stop being so mean to myself. Like you're just living, you're learning things, like you're going
right. Oh, yeah. I do that
so
all the time. Where are you supposed
yeah,
to be? What I should have been? What I should have done?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can literally drive your crazy over, kind of
yeah,
with the overthinking of
yeah.
thinking I believe, I'm just a firm believer, you are where you are, you're supposed to be where you're
Yeah.
supposed to be
That's right.
in that moment, in that time. And then it might not be exactly where you thought, but I
Right,
feel like everything happens in divine timing, and everything is like,
for sure. For
for
sure.
me, yeah, I had to learn patience, because I definitely has have been on the whirlwind
Hmm.
between, like you said, education and school, and then where I thought, oh yeah, this is where my career was supposed to take me, and this is where I'm supposed to be, and this is how I'm supposed to
Right.
have it. I'm looking at all these
Mhm.
outside people and all these outside influences, and you let it gets to you for sure. But like I said, you gotta always go back to the mindset that
Mhm.
everything is everything. It is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when it's
That's really
time for
not-
something to happen, it's gonna happen. All
yeah.
like a really just yeah, all in divine timing, honestly.
Yeah, it's always working out for you. I know it's
Oh, you might
really
not see it. Right.
yeah, it's really hard to be like, damn, like this is for my good. Like, that's why I'm like, this
Right,
is
you
for
sure?
me, right? For me, guys, like yeah, like just keep going. Like it can't be for
Right.
me. Like nah,
Only
always
this way?
right, right.
Right. That's what for real. And fighting against that. And like I said, I have been doing that for a while. I've had so
Mhm.
many opportunities. I can honestly say that I have let fall by the wayside
Mhm.
because of fear of change.
Mhm.
Or this is my norm, from location, from moving, from what like all of those things. It's like, no, no. So, but now in a space where I'm like, you can't grow where you can't
Yeah,
grow where you don't go. You can't change. You don't evolve if you don't change.
definitely.
That's
Like
just the whole thing.
yeah,
I,
definitely.
I was like, I have to. Yeah, it's in your mind. Like most of the things, like it's kind of just in your mind. Like,
Mhm.
oh God, I could. Oh no, I want to be here. This feels good. This feels well. But mm-mm.
Is
What's
there?
like I said, on the other side of that is always going to be
Mhm.
better. I believe that. Like once you get past all the
Right.
fear, the fight, the fire, all that crazy stuff, yeah, it's just I think it's definitely blessings on the other side.
Definitely. I can attest to that for sure. Like, yeah, definitely. I totally agree. So just because we only got a few more minutes, so I'm gonna ask you the last couple questions. This has
I
been
know.
great.
I just
This,
been talking
this has
right.
been great. This has been great for real. Like, this is such a pleasure. Again, thank you so much for
I
this.
love it.
Yes, it's been awesome. So, do you is there something you can recall like when you were younger or maybe now like that you would have wished, like, I hope that never changes. I hope that that never changes.
Oh God, I hope that never changes. Wait, you said from being younger?
Yeah, like being something that you would have imagined as a kid or whatever. Like, I just hope that doesn't change, or that you would have thought that would never change. Never would
Uh,
have thought it was changing. That would change.
ooh, I always say the people around me. Like
Mhm.
honestly, like and that's the craziest thing. But to learn, like,
Yeah.
oh God, we could talk about friendships, but that's just that's the honestly the truth.
Mhm.
You just the people around you, you hope like in a
Yeah.
way like you don't want them to change, but you want the love to stay the same. That's what I say. I hope the love stays the same for the people that I've known for forever, the people I just meet, because when that switches, it's like that.
Yeah.
You want to, yeah, you can grow, but don't be like, don't grow the wrong way. That's what I say. So yeah, I hope the love stays the same. That's like, dang, because I didn't think you was gonna do that.
Right. Right.
Like, right. I've had some testy friendships. My God, it's
Yeah.
a love, but
That's one thing I can agree with as well. Like, I've definitely always seen myself as having like the same friends since
mm-hmm.
8th grade or whatever, and I did all the way until like maybe I was 24, 25, and
Yeah,
broke apart. I was just like, damn, what? I don't got
right. Like
no plans. Like,
I'm thinking about elementary school. We're gonna be in each other's
right,
weddings. Like we're planning everything. I'm like, baby, I don't
right,
even know where she stay at no
yeah,
more. Like, I don't even know. She had a
yeah,
kid.
right, yeah,
Wish you well. But like,
right,
yeah.
yeah. And sometimes it's just hard to grasp with those changes. I know for sure, like, one thing I had never contemplated was like, and I've been talking about it a lot often, but is the death of my father. Like, I never
Mm.
could face that, like, ever. I just couldn't imagine.
In your mind, you don't
Yeah, I couldn't
right,
imagine, like, he ain't here, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, the whole year that before he passed away, I felt like I was just preparing for something. Like, spiritually, like, the whole time I felt like I was preparing for something. So it was just like, and then made me realize, well, dang, I've been preparing for this for my entire life, because he was like really sick throughout my entire
right,
life and everything like that. So it's just like, okay, well, if I can live through this, like, I can do whatever. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, he's not here, he's still here, but dang, like, I gotta keep moving. You know what
That's
I'm
yeah, you
saying?
say that because yeah, definitely within these past years, every guy, COVID was a change in
Yeah,
itself. But
yeah,
with the
yeah.
negative, there were blessings in there. Like I said, also like I
Mm-hmm.
think I needed to sit still, be quiet, reassess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think
same here.
everybody did, and I think I always try to find a light in all kinds of chaos. So I
Mm-hmm.
hope that was like the whole purpose for everybody. But now they back in these streets giving hell. But it was peaceful a little bit. I used to wake up at like 5 and 6 and just the birds. Like
Right.
I can
Yeah.
literally hear all the birds chirping.
Right.
But I think that was the biggest change, and then like you said, the losses that came within that, and then with the death. I think I haven't experienced death so much in my life in the last like year, like back to back to back to back, and
Mm-hmm.
it's for some reason like your day to day, you hear people, oh, this person lost this person, and you like, I'm sorry for your loss. It became like a routine, but you never think it's gonna happen to you and your
Right.
close people and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So things like that started to happen. And so, like you mentioning that, yeah, that's definitely something I never thought was gonna change. Cause you just like, oh, I'm gonna always see that aunt there. My grandma gonna always be here. Woo.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, man. So that's it. Just taught me another thing too. Like, you gotta do what you talking about right now. Cause I was watching a movie. I don't know if you guys are Marvel fans or whatever. I'm not sure if this was a Marvel movie, but it was with Ryan Reynolds. The Adam Project. It was so good.
I did. I watched it too. All right. I just watched.
Yes, yes, it was so good. But they set a part in this movie like it's already later than you think. Like, hell yeah, you better get up and do that shit
Bar.
right now, right now. Go. It's already too late. Go do it. Go do it
It's
now.
already, yes. That
That's
was a bar for sure. I was like, I love watching movies and shows and knowing, like, hearing those little gems and stuff. I'd be like, that. Like, I don't even watch anime. I'm gonna throw this in here real quick. I don't watch that, like, nothing. I started watching it, and I'm just like, oh, the levels of, like, I watched what was like Demon Slayer, like the first one, because people kept talking about it.
Okay.
And I was like, the metaphors within that thing, I just love looking for the little hidden messages and everything. I'm like, oh, that was deep. That was deep. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he say? God, no, I'm definitely not gonna be able to quote nobody off the top of my head.
No,
But just in generally, the time is precious. God,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
really is. And like you said, you really have to do it. And I tell myself that every day. And I'm my worst critic. And change is always going to be there, and I'm just like, nah, but this is good, this is comfortable. But you have to, like, you really just gotta do what you say. That really resonated. That's me. I have so many ideas. I tell people all the time, full of ideas, full of this. They're like, why would you just do it? But what
Yeah.
if, look, I'm
Right.
just, and here I go with my script. You kind of already,
Yeah.
putting those things in the air. You can't. So
Yeah.
this, like I said, this right here, I appreciate you're my first live ever in life. Like, never pressed that button before. I'm always watching, look. But
Do more.
yeah, so this has definitely changed. And I think I'm just in a catalyst of just continuing on being myself, showing the change for me is kind of opening back up and like showing people myself, my true self, who I actually am. And that's, yeah, because I'm like, we talked about the friend things, so I got some trust issues, like, so I had to really think I can't be all this positive and believe in everybody else, and I'm already thinking, like,
Yeah.
you get what you project, and I call myself out on that stuff all the time. So I'm like,
And that's funny
accountability.
that you mentioned Demon Slayer. You like the fourth person to tell me to watch Demon Slayer and anime and all these different things. And Rob specifically is like, please,
Right, I know he's in
watch
your
this.
ear.
And then I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it. It takes too long. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to watch these old ass shows. Like,
Right, I love my classics. Right.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. If
It
you
actually look at me when I tell you I don't watch none of that. I haven't liked this since I was a kid. Visually, I just never liked how it looked.
yeah.
But I actually watched it, and I appreciate it because they always, like I said, they always got a little message. Like, even their characters. Oh, you got the dude who's real loud and but really, like, in his mind, he like, oh, insecure, and he really just wants to be loved. Or you got the one who's scared all the time, but like his subconscious is a beast on the love. Like, it's so much. I love little messages and love. You can take from it. It's not bad. Trust me if I say it. Now, some of them, I'm like, nah.
Right.
I ain't got time, the patience, nothing. But that one particularly is probably like the baby version anime. It's probably a real fan, probably like, oh God, right now. But I liked it.
Cool. All right. Well, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna try it, and I'll report back to you, let you know what's
Telling you
up.
it's good. All right.
So yes, again, I've enjoyed chatting with you, Lina. It's been great. We gotta do this again for
Yes, we
sure.
do. I'm gonna really draw. I'm gonna tell you show you what I did,
Yeah,
because
let
I
me
told
see
you.
it. Cause I gotta name yours and you gotta name mine. That's how
No,
we
this is simple because I was like distracted talking. So the last minute, let me sketch
okay.
something out for her. Give my cute little. Y'all see my
Oh
little
yeah,
smiley
all right, cool. Cool.
face? She's not an artist.
That's okay. We'll call that happy days. That's what we'll call
Right.
that. Happy days.
Happy days. Look.
Yeah. Nice and content. So okay, let me see. What you gonna call this here?
Well, see, I need to learn how to draw. This is pretty. It's giving me tropical. It's giving me vacation. It's like a sunset. I'm like, let's call it horizon. I
Okay.
like horizon.
Cool. Right.
Like a little.
I like that. Cool. I've been drawing birds a lot lately, like, and I just looked at this one too, and I'm like, okay, whole time this kind of look like a swan right here.
Oh, right there.
And I
I
haven't
see it.
been
It
doing
do
this
like a
shit
bird.
on purpose, bro. I'm telling you, I haven't been doing this on purpose. I'm telling
Look,
you.
it's calling you. It might be a spirit animal.
Right, birds.
Bird. But
All
yes, this has been amazing. I'm happy.
right.
Change. I'm like, oh yeah, you said like change. I was like, yeah, this is the subject for me because I'm recently continuously ever growing, ever evolving, and I just people just need to take. I feel like the takeaways to know that it's not comfortable. It ain't pretty typically, but is it necessary?
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. And you will thank yourself for doing that. What I try to remember is now like I should be more afraid of what will happen if I don't change.
Exactly.
You gonna be mad that you still bumfuddling around. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Trust me. Move on. I'm telling you. One day.
And right,
One
what
day.
you holding on to so hard and fighting for so to not to keep the same, like
Yeah.
you're blocking like blessings because like
Hmm.
I gotta look to the sky when I'm doing it because like
Yeah, for sure.
what's on the other side of that is change. Weight
Mhm.
loss will be the main one I can see. People can visually see with me, so I can
Yeah.
just say guarantee what's on the other side. Those first like, and I remember the timing of change for me. The consistency was probably it took like a month to form like formulate that whole
Hmm.
habit. Now I could break it in a but I've done it before, but it was just in my mind and then consistently
Yeah.
just keep doing it and doing it. And what's like I said, the other side of that was we it felt good. It was
Yeah.
way better. So I believe even it's like creatively and all the things I want to do and I'm trying to do, it's
Hmm.
time like just like you said, just do it. Like why
Yeah.
aren't you just displayed? Well, why not? Like why? What do you?
Why not? Why
Who?
not?
Because of who is that? You don't even know who that is.
At all. At all. Probably never meet them. At all.
Never meet them, never know them. They're gonna have their opinions which way or other. If
Yeah.
that's a concern with you
Exactly.
changing, I used to think of like that too. Like walking into a room, like okay, I'm gonna show people who I actually am now,
Hmm.
and I'm like, no, they're gonna be like,
Yeah. They're not gonna like me.
they're not gonna like me. They're like, who's this or who she thinks she is? People
Right.
love to you, like you said before. It's all a thing. They try to keep you there. Know that you are there's no limits, there's no bounds. You're your own limit, you're bound, your mind for real.
Mhm.
Fuck
Yeah.
these people.
Right. Yeah. Be your own worst enemy,
Right.
and that's right. Exactly what she said. Fuck these people. Do what
Right.
you want to do. Do what you want to do, and be happy. As long as you're not hurting nobody and yourself, just
Exactly.
that's it. So, yes, Lena, we're gonna do more. We're gonna talk more about some things, and I love you guys. I will
You
post
guys.
all the stuff when I repost this so you guys can look more into change and how you can do that. If you need help with that, reach out to me. I got some people for y'all to talk to. We love y'all. Peace. Bye.
Bye.